Christmas makeup look with my dear friend Darissa Rain here on YouTube. Her new beauty channel name is TheBrutallyHonestBeauty. She's actually had this channel name for about over a year now, I believe. Sorry, there's fuzz flying everywhere. There's something always flying everywhere in my videos. I'm sorry in advance. So, I messaged her a couple of days ago and I saw this look that she did with her That Time of Year palette. And I told her like how beautiful the look was. And I was like, I want to recreate this look. And I was like, do you want to do a Christmas look that we do? Because we usually do a Christmas look, me and her, every year now. We did about 2 last year. And then this year we're bringing you guys another one because I absolutely love Riri. So before we jump into the look, I just wanted to say please go and take the time to subscribe and check out Riri's channel. She is just one of the most kindest, most beautiful, amazing people that I have met here on YouTube. And she is just, she has it all on her channel. She does hauls, she does looks, she does reviews, she does declutters, she does makeup collections. She does first impressions. She just does everything like I do. We have very similar, well-rounded channels, and I love her to death, and I cannot wait to see her recreation of my look. I saw the pictures of it, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I am going to be recreating the look that she did with the That Time of Year palette a couple of days ago. And I told her if you just want to do, if we can just recreate each other's looks. I never have really done this before, to recreate someone else's look. I know it's a very common thing to do, but I've actually never done it. Or maybe I've done it like a couple of years ago. But honestly, like I've never really done it unless I'm like recreating like Kathleen Light's looks or Jaclyn Hill's looks. But other than that, I've never really done it as like a collab before. So I thought it'd be a really fun idea to do this. So yeah, we're just going to jump into the look. I'm actually going to go into a voiceover because I'm actually in the middle of watching one of the ladies that created this palette as well, which is Debutante. So this palette was created by the beautiful Riri, the beautiful Debbie, and the beautiful Xenia by Gourmand Girls. And it's also the beautiful Christina's brand, Christina Gourmand. And I'm going to be doing a look for you guys, and this is going to be my first official Christmas look with this palette because this is a Christmas palette, so of course I had to do a Christmas look with it. So yeah, so let's just jump right in, but I am actually in the middle of watching Debbie's live, and she hasn't been live in quite a while, so I want to be there and comment and talk and hear her, while I filmed this video. It just so happened to coincide with me wanting to film something. Also, I did just get these nails done today. I wanted candy cane inspired nails, and I've been wanting to do this for so long. I mean, getting nail designs are a little bit expensive, but my nail salon actually has, if you fill up your card, they have like this card that you mark every time you go there, and after 10 visits, you can get $10 off a gel manicure. So it actually really, really helps contribute to the cost of a design, because that's basically like the cost of like one finger. So for the design, so that's why I decided to get it this time. I was like, I'm pretty sure my card is full, so I got $10 off. So that was nice. So yeah, so I think they're so cute, and I did like this really bright red. So let me stop rambling and let's jump into this beautiful look. Okay guys, so now we're going to be jumping into the That Time of Year palette, of course, by Gourmand Girls Cosmetics. I just wanted to say that I did do my concealer and powder off camera. So now I'm going to be taking the first green shade in the palette, which is called Cheer, and I'm going to be taking this new ColourPop brush that I got during the Cyber Monday sale on ColourPop, and it's like this blending brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start buffing out that color in the front part of my crease, and I'm only going to be taking it halfway through, And this brush was really, really nice to do that with. It built up the color really nice. Also, I have not played with the greens in this palette. Since I did the Beetlejuice palette, Beetlejuice look with Christina on one of my lives. Okay, so now I'm going to be jumping into the darker green shade called Evergreen. And I'm going to be taking that through the rest of the crease to the outer part. And I'm just going to be blending those two shades as well as I can. But first I'm going to build up the color first. And then I'm going to blend them a little bit better together throughout the look. So I just wanted to say that I did do my base off camera, and I'm also going to be taking this towards the outer corners as well. And those are really the only two matte shades I'm going to be using on the top part of my eye. So I used the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer on my face, and then I just set my under eyes with my Becca Hydra Mist Powder. Okay, and now for the lid shade, I'm going to be going into the duochrome shade in the Feels. And I'm going to be taking that and putting it all over my lid. And I'm going to press it on and take it higher up into my crease area like Riri did, because it was such a beautiful sparkle all over the lid. What I should have done though, that I saw in Riri's video that I never usually do, so I usually always put glitter glue on top, so it kind of makes the mattes not stick as well to my lid. But what she did was she took Evergreen and Cheer all on the lid area when she was building up the shades first initially. And I should have done that because with these shimmer shades, they kind of transform with any base that you put underneath it because it's a duochrome. So if I did that, it probably would have been a much more shimmery shade on my lid because I had to build this up quite a bit. I feel like that this one, if I use it with a glitter glue, it can kind of develop some hard pan. But I think that that's my fault because I'll like dip my finger into the pan after I use glitter glue, and like the glitter glue will still be on my finger, and then I'll dip into the pan. So that might be why it's a little bit harder to pick up this shade, but it is so freaking stunning on the lid. And then after I set my under eyes with my Becca powder, I used the Wet n Wild powder all over my face. And then for my eye primer, I used the ColourPop Party Proof. I don't know why I always say that. Party Proof eyeshadow primer. And then I set my eyes with the same Wet n Wild powder. The ColourPop primer, eyeshadow primer, is new to me. Okay, so then I wanted to see if I could build up the intensity of the lid shade. So what I did is I took one of my flat Odin's Eye brushes and tried to build up the lid shade color. And I felt like that made it a bit more opaque. And I thought it looked really pretty. But again, I haven't used these shades since that Beetlejuice look that I did with Christina for Halloween. So I haven't used this in like a month. The greens, I mean, in like a month. And I thought these were beautiful Christmas greens, and I thought Riri's look was absolutely stunning when I saw it, so I had to recreate it. Okay, so now I'm going to be going back into the palette because I did my base off no, I already did that already. Never mind. And I'm going to be taking the shade Snow Angel on my brow bone because Riri took this shade on her brow bone. And I've been kind of getting into a more shimmery brow bone highlight sometimes. Like, I won't do it too much, but I feel like I've been getting into it a little bit more. And I really, really love how this shade looks on your brow bone. It's just such a gorgeous color, and I absolutely love it. It's like a beautiful, like, frosty white shade. It's stunning. So I'm just going to keep on applying that. And then for the inner corners, I'm going to be taking Snow Angel again, and I'm going to be taking that like really high up into my crease because I really like doing that. Now it really makes the inner corner highlight like really stand out and makes it look really, really pretty. I just ran out of water, so now I have to go get some more water because my throat's already getting dry. So anyway, I went ahead and applied that to my inner corners, and I'm just going to keep on building that shade up. Sorry, my throat's a bit dry. And then I'm going to take it on the other side and do the same thing. Just going to build it up as much as possible. It's, again, such a beautiful, like, stark white shade. I love these kind of shades for the inner corners. It's always so pretty. And this one's really, really pigmented. Okay, and that is that. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking the Cherries Jubilee shade and smudge this all underneath my eyes. This is such a gorgeous shade, you guys. Like, I feel like this is a lot of people's favorite matte in this palette. Because it's just, I use it for everything. I use it in the crease. I use it in the outer corners. I use it on the lower lash line. It's such a beautiful, like, uniquely toned red. It's like almost like a very brown-based red. Like, it's pigmented, but it's like a burnt red shade. And it's just so pretty. Like, it's not too red that it makes your eyes look like bloodshot, because like sometimes like really, really red shades can do that, but this one does not do that. It's just such a beautiful like brownish red. It's stunning. And I knew I wanted to do like some type of Christmas look with these greens and this red shade, and I'm so happy that I figured that Riri would do a look like this eventually for Christmas, because that time is coming, you guys. I mean, Christmas looks are here. I feel like literally 2 weeks ago I was doing Halloween looks, so now we're doing Christmas looks, guys. So I'm just going to finish buffing that out. Okay, you guys, so now I'm going to be going into some of the ColourPop gel liners that I got during the 30% off sale that they had. And the shade I'm going to be going into is the shade Wildcat, which is a like greenish metallic shade with like gold metallic. And I thought this was a really pretty shade to complement the look, but actually I go over it with a different shade a little bit later on because Riri used a shade that was obviously much closer to the one that I have. And what's funny is that the other shade was from this kit as well, like this set that I got. One of the holiday vaults, because I didn't pick up the eyeliner vault last year. I don't think I've ever picked up one. But this is the first time I've actually picked up one of the holiday vaults because I actually really loved the colors in here. I'm just typing on Debbie's live. And I just thought this was a really pretty color for it, but what's funny is that if I didn't have this kit, the shade that Riri used later in her look, I really wouldn't have had it if I didn't have this kit, because I really didn't have any other shade like it. I mean, I have one other one, but the other one definitely worked perfectly. But this was really pretty too, but I end up correcting it later. Okay, so now for my mascara, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Level Up mascara. And I'm just typing on Debbie's live again, and then I'm just going to be using this guy to coat my lashes. I really have been enjoying this mascara. It's very, very lengthening, and it just looks great. So I've just been loving it lately. So I just figured I would use it for this look. And then I'm going to just keep on building it up. I don't know why I filmed myself doing this for so long. But I also didn't put, I usually don't bother with, eye primer. I mean, not eye primer. Eyelash primer when, I just, like, film at home and, like, take the makeup off right after. But it always takes longer to build up the mascara then. Because obviously I don't have a primer underneath, so I'm just going to keep on building it up. And I don't know why I just didn't pause it after that, but I think I was typing on Debbie's live again. I should have just pressed stop. And I was like, oh, maybe I should stop it. Okay, so I went ahead and coated my bottom lashes with my Lash Discovery mascara from Maybelline. And then I go in with the other green in this set because, again, this one looked more like the color that Riri used. And this shade is called Catsuit, which is kind of more of like an aqua green. But it's like a deep, it's like, you know, exactly how the packaging is. So I went in with that. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you guys how you can use this palette as a face palette. And I'm going to be going into the shades Warm and Toasty and Fuzzy Socks. And I'm going to be using those shades as bronzer. I feel like this palette is so versatile that you really can do so much with it. So I decided I wanted to show you guys that you can make this a really pretty bronzer shade. Also, Adventures of Xenia, which is one of the creators of this beautiful palette, she actually taught me this tip. I believe when I did my first live using this palette, and I didn't do a first impressions on this palette, I did a live first impressions. And she told me that you can mix together those two colors to create a really beautiful bronzer shade. And honestly, it is just so pretty. They build up so nicely because it's an eyeshadow, so you don't really have to worry about it being as pigmented. But they're just so smooth and easy to use as like a face powder, so I just went in with that, and it's a really pretty bronzer shade. And I'm just going to keep on buffing that out. And then I'm going to be going into my blush shade, and I'm going to be using the shade Joy from the palette as well as my blush. This is a really, really pretty universal peachy color. And it's just so pretty, and this works beautifully as a blush as well. I actually have used this as a blush a couple times before this, and it's really pretty. I mean, again, since it's an eyeshadow, sorry, I'm getting tired, you guys. Since it is an eyeshadow, it builds up really nicely, and you don't really have to worry about it being too pigmented. It's just really nice. Really good formula, of course. Okay, and then I'm going to be going into the Gourmand Girls Cosmetics highlighter palette, and I'm going to be mixing together the white shade and the gold shade. I can't remember the names right now. I think one of them's called like White Diamond or something. I don't even know. But I'm mixing together the white and the gold, and I'm going to be applying that as my highlight. I was going to use the palette initially, but I end up going into the palette anyway. But I'm just going to go ahead and highlight with this guy because this one is stunning. And I still wanted to use a bunch of Gourmand Girls products, so. Oh my god, I'm falling asleep, you guys. So then I'm just going to be, just highlighting my face with that. And it looks really pretty. And of course, you guys know I have to build it up like crazy in order to be satisfied with my highlighter. But I think it turned out really pretty. And then I went ahead and wet it just because I wanted it to be more intense. And I thought it was really pretty. Okay, so that's that. Okay, and then I decided to go back into the Beautiful palette, and I decided to use the shade Snow Angel, which is what we used for my brow bone and my inner corners, and I really wanted to use it for my highlight, and honestly it added that extra pop for the highlighter that I needed, and it turned out really, really pretty. I thought it looked so pretty with the white on the top of the cheekbones. Okay, and now for my lips. I'm going to be using the red lip liner from ColourPop in the shade. It is one of the Hocus Pocus liners from the first year. I'm just lining my lips, so it's not a big deal if I like try to look up which one this is right now. Let's see. ColourPop Hocus Pocus. I believe it's called Come We Fly. Or Gather. I don't know. So I'm just going to keep on applying that. Okay, and then for the excuse me, for the lip shade, I'm going to be going into Glam Light's liquid lipstick in the shade Red Velvet, and it is a gorgeous holiday vibrant red shade, and I absolutely love this color. And I actually haven't used it since like my last Christmas look, I believe, with Riri as well last year during 2020, which was like such a shit year, and here we are, same shit year. But anyway, I just go ahead and add that one. It's such a beautiful Christmas red. It's like just perfect, honestly. I'm just gonna keep on filling in my lips with that. I know. Okay. Sorry. I don't know why I was thinking about something random. But anyway, that I'm just gonna keep on filling in my lips with that. Alright, and that's pretty much it, you guys. Okay, you guys, so this is my completed look. So here are the eyes. Really, really pretty. I really love how it turned out, and I hope I did it justice. I think it turned out really gorgeous. The cheeks and the lips. I swear, if you need a good red lippy for the holidays, this is the one. It is just so beautiful, but it is like a liquid lipstick. Like, it's not too matte. It is so comfortable on the lips, but it lasts. Like, it won't just like bleed or like wear off if you want to eat something. If it won't like smear everywhere. It's just so gorgeous, and the formula is just so comfortable on the lips. I have not worn this, I think, since my video that I did with the pie palette. I actually haven't, I might have worn this out once last year. I'm not even sure. I might not have even worn this out at any point. Just because there was so much that went on last year. But I definitely did use it to do a couple of Christmas looks. But I always whip this one out to do Christmas looks, and it's just, it is the perfect Christmas lippy. Like, if you don't have this, it is just, it's not like a matte liquid lipstick. It is just so comfortable on the lips. I love it so much. It's just so pretty. And it just goes with every single Christmas look. It's such a beautiful blue-based red. I love it. I cannot get enough of this lippy. And of course, Riri used it. So I, of course, had to use it as well. And then, of course, That Time of Year palette is just stunning. I absolutely love how this turned out, and I wanted to use as much of the palette on my face as possible for you guys, to show you guys how versatile this palette is. And I really do love using Fuzzy Socks and Warm and Toasty as a bronzer combo, and then I do love using Joy as a blush, and then the Gourmand Girls palette, of course, the highlighting palette is beautiful, and then topping it off with Snow Angel. I mean, just gorgeous. I wanted the highlight to be more golden, but of course it turned out to be like Snow White anyway, which is fine. I still think it's beautiful. And I really wanted to do a green and red look with this palette for the holidays, and I just, after I saw Riri's look using green and red, I was like, this is the look that I'm going to do. I thought it turned out beautiful. I absolutely love this Feels shade. It's just gorgeous. It just reflects beautifully. Oh my God. It just, if you see the shift in person, it is so stunning. There is so many multi-dimensional glitters in it. It's just so shiny. And then the greens are just beautiful and vibrant. And I love the Cherries Jubilee shade. I almost use this every single time that I use this palette. It's such a beautiful, like, deepening shade in the crease or on the outer corners or on the lower lash line. I use it like all the time. And then Snow Angel I use all the time for my inner corner highlight, and it's just beautiful. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please go check out Riri's look and see the look that she recreated that I did. Guaranteed you guys probably haven't seen my look as much as you guys have seen this look from her. But again, it was just so much fun to do, and I can't wait to see her recreate my look. She also used the That Time of Year palette as well. I'm glad that this is our first collab with her That Time of Year palette, and I think this is my first collab on my channel using this palette, because I, of course, wanted to do some type of look with one of the girls that created this palette. And I'm just so flattered that I can even be involved in doing this with her, because I love her so much. And again, I hope you guys check out her look. It's going to be beautiful. I will leave the look linked below in the description box so you guys can see the original look that I recreated. And then I'll also leave her channel link below as well. And then I believe in her video, in her description box, she'll leave the look that she's recreating from me in her description box. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. Let me know what you guys are planning to do for the holidays this year. I really don't go all out for makeup looks for Christmas. I literally just wear a neutral eye and maybe like a subtle red lip or even like a nude lip. But honestly, I don't really go all out like this. I just, you know, do this for YouTube videos. But yeah, it's always so much fun to do. So I love you guys. Bye.